All right. I think we're back. Alright. I hope I'm coming in okay. Let's have a check on YouTube here. Manage. Okay. Test stream. Okay. Apparently everything seems to be correct. Yeah. Let me do the final thing. This is a test. Okay. I think we're live and just in time. Okay. Uh, so in short, this stream has been hell to put together. Long story short, today has been quite a ride of a day. As as I hope some of you know, I publish I made a post on my community tab earlier in the day, revealing that I have a pet named Toto. It is a land tortoise, Mediterranean turtle. So yeah, I took it from someone who wasn't taking very good care of it, and he came with a lot of issues. Among them, um, malnourished, dehydration, a lot of stuff. At first, I thought, okay, I'm gonna help this turtle. Give it to me. I'm going to uh, put him in better health under my care. And then problems start to mount. First, they showed that it had pneumonia, which is not fun, especially for reptiles, since sorry, reptiles can cough. So when a reptile's lungs are full, you have to take it out using other methods because since they don't have that I don't know how you say it in English, diaphragm. In Spanish, is diafragma. So yeah, they can't cough. If they have something on their lungs, they can't cough it out. So you have to take it out manually or through another method, which is it was something else. You had to make a bronchial lavage, which wasn't cheap, but it wasn't. It didn't seem like a big spend. Well, it was a big spend, but nothing serious at the time. Right now we have in like a six visit to the vet, and now they say he always had a bruise on like his reptile shoulder, like aside from his from one of his feet. Oh, one of his arms, I think the left arm. And so yeah, I always saw it as a bruise. I didn't think much of it, but when the vet saw it today, made an incision and discovered that it was an abscess, and it was a very big abscess. And it looked like a giant worm, like a giant fat worm that came out of his shoulder. It was quite a sight, though. Honestly, I didn't expect something that big to be inside of Toto. Give me a second. I think I have a message. Oh, one of my friends telling me that they can hear. That's very helpful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, that is the situation right now. So, I'm back streaming. Honestly, if you can see the screen, I wanted to stream a little of Godzilla Battle Line, but again, this day has been hell. I wanted to stream it, but the internet in the house went down. I don't have Wi-Fi, so I tried it with my cell phone data, and it wasn't enough. The stream was was going to at a rate of 0 kilobytes. It was going up and down. And as many of you know, if you're playing Godzilla Battle Line on the and app for your PC, and I haven't played that in a while, like in a long while, you need to update it, same as the app in your phone. The thing is, I haven't updated in a while, so it was updating and it took so long. And since my internet was very bad at this point, um, yeah, my my internet wasn't there for the stream and also downloading the update. So yes, I did a stream before this one, and it went down every like minute, every 30 seconds. It went down. So, I said, you know what? I said I was going to stream today. I am going to stream today. So I went back to my roots. I said, okay, I can't stream Godzilla Battle Line, not at the moment. Sorry for everyone who expected a Godzilla Battle Line stream. If my internet is in a decent state tomorrow, I'm planning on a stream tomorrow at least. But since I have a computer right now and my computer is decent, it's not the greatest of computers, but it's in a decent state. I thought, okay, let's stream something else. Let's stream something that I have, and I can't say how I am playing it because I think that's not very legal. But I am going to stream a game that, if you're familiar with the channel, you know that I have streamed before. It's one of my favorite games. And also, I have a surprise. Right now, I see that only one viewer, one concurrent viewer, which I'm sure is my friend, my good friend, that he said that he's going to watch the stream. But for those who are all members of the channel and always wondered what it looked like, I have a surprise. Oh wow! Here I am. Hello, I'm Mike. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be joined by anyone who is willing to be here. I'm sure we're going to see more in the replay. Uh, when I used to make a lot more content, I played around with my identity, my my face reveals, and all that for quite some time. I'm sure many of you were frustrated on what do I look like? This is how I look like. Hello, I'm Mike. But yeah, I thought that the stream would be a lot more personal if I share my face. It's not something that I was willing to do, but since I'm doing this now for I hope a good cause, because as I said, I'm back streaming in order to get some support for Toto, because as I said, I'm not breaking the bank right now. I'm not going to starve, and I hope Toto's going to be okay. But I want to give Toto the best. How do I put this? The best attention that I can, the best care that I can, and I don't have infinite money, and reptiles are very delicate creatures, and um, their their procedures, their medical procedures are very expensive. So I need to I needed another income, and so I want to see if this streaming thing goes somewhere. I hope it does. I don't know if I said it in this stream or the stream before, but I want to be more consistent with the streams. Sorry, I was checking some messages. I want to be more consistent with the streams. So I'm planning at least one a day for now, because it's a long story, but I'm only going to be able, because I want to do more streams, but I'm only going to be able to do this sort of stuff of one stream a day for now, because I think in the 15th of this month I'm going to have some issues, and I'm going to be able to stream, but not as consistently, not every day, no, not even close. But I'm going to try to make it as often as I can, if I can put it that way. So yeah, welcome to the stream or welcome to the replay for those who are watching on the replay. I'm going to, as I said before, I'm going to play one of my favorite games. I have my controller right here. Let's roll. And here it is. As I said, I freaking love this game. And I think the music is a little too loud. Give me a second. I'm going to turn it all the way down. And let's continue. I hope my voice can go through the music, which is really great music. As I said, I love many aspects of this game. How far am I going to go on this stream? Honestly, I don't know. Let's turn it down a little bit more. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe the first world. That's I think a very good like goal for now. So let's start. One player. Should we put the name? Yeah, just say. Doesn't matter right now. But yeah, the old DKC3. The least like of the Donkey Kong Country series. Honestly, I this might be my favorite. I replay it every year. I don't know why. I always like this more. I very like the ambience of the first one, and I really like the like the building of the second one. And it has very good challenge. It's a very hard game. But I don't know. There's something about this game's playability that always got me. I always loved it. So yeah, here we go with Funky, who gives us Kitty, and and he gives us our motorboat so we can start exploring. Not much to explore right now. Uh, Which button was? I'm sorry, I haven't played this in a while. I was sure that was B. What should we press? Okay, let's go to the first level. Ah, no, it wasn't this one. You have to use Kitty to climb. Yeah, because if you use Dixie, you only make like a smash on the ground right there. Not a bad first level, very easy. I remember that there are many people who don't like the first level. They say that it lacks. Sorry, it lacks like the ambience of the first what? Okay, let's press up real hard. I'm pressing up and then on the right. I think that is my. It has to be up and then control it. There we go. Yeah, a little tricky with the D-pad. Let's do it. Again, very easy. Also bonuses. First bonus coin. Very easy step. Very basic. And let's continue. Also the coin. I always love like the puzzle aspect of these enemies. Oh, the slowdown. Yeah, I remember that. Let's go Kitty as well. Mm, well, it's not going as far as I can with other gamepads. I think they're not the gamepad right now is not registering enough when I go up and then I go right. Okay, let's see if I can pull up the kitty trick, which is to jump on water. There we go. Although down on the water we have some bonus barrels, so I'm going to go back to the water. Also, we have some bananas, which are always good to have for the one up. Yeah, see, right here I'm pressing diagonally, but it's not registering very well. It has to be something with the way we're playing this, which again I'm not sure I can speak to it. Let's continue. We have a viewer. Blake and Pachi, I can't hear the game, by the way. Well, the game is important, yes, but would you like me to turn it up? Or you can hear my ramblings, and is that enough? Here we go. Also, I want to look, check if I can solve the, I can fix the diagonal. See, right now I'm pushing down right, and it just suddenly stops. It's weird. And in this game, there's a lot of like diagonal inputs, so I think I'm going to be in trouble later. But right now, it's manageable. Let's see if I can. Sorry. Okay, everything good. First level done. I'm going to turn up the game a little more so people on the replay can hear it. Blake and Patchy, if you're here, please let me know if you can hear the game. If not, I think there's something to do with OBS. What could it be? Give me a second. Game capture, audio capture, properties. Yeah, I think that should do it. Let's continue. Okay, can you hear the game now? Or no, I don't think you can because even here it doesn't show. Okay, let's change it by default. I hope you can hear it there because if not, sorry, I don't think I can fix it anymore. Okay, now they're commenting me that they can't hear it since I turned up the volume. So I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more. 15 decibel, I think that should be enough. But the important thing also is that you can hear me and also hear the game. Um, but also neither one. Well, my voice should be should be the primary source, right? But yeah, the game should be a background. Please let me know right now if you can. So we're going to continue, or maybe we should check the. Sorry, but I don't see. I didn't see a mouse there. The input. Give me just a second. All right. So up, left, up, right, down, right, and down, left. Okay, that should do it. I think now I should have better control. So yeah, let's continue. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, now I have better control. You can tell right away. Wow, makes now it works. The volume is fine. Oh, thank you for letting me know. So I think this should be like a good enough setup for future streams. Also, if you want to see me play any game in particular, just let me know. There's only one. Blake and Pachi, I know what you're thinking. There's one game that I have forbidden here, which is it has to do with horses and waifus. I'm not going to play that. I think you know what I'm talking about. Oh no, I chose. I have to switch back. There we go. Let's go for that bonus. Try Shadowverse. Oh my god. You know what? Shadowverse is on the brink of making me hooked on it. I don't know why it shouldn't, because it plays a lot like an old TCG that I was a fan of. An old Chilean TCG. It's very similar, like conceptually. I think is almost identical. It's it's like the digital version of that TCG. But I don't know why Shadowverse didn't catch me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old to play TCGs at the moment. I don't know. But yeah, maybe you know what? A few years earlier, Shadowverse, I would have been all over it. Let's go. Here's another like puzzle aspect of this game, which I enjoy a lot. I know many people don't like it. They like the more like fast-paced games, fast-paced style of the earlier games. Which yeah, it's a huge change, and I can understand like if you're playing a series, like yeah, it that kind of changes to subtle, and you may not like that in as a continuation, but for me it's a good change. Like it makes it interesting. It would be, it's not enough if all games are the same, you know. And also I don't want people to think that I think this game is perfect. I don't think that it's perfect, but I can see through the many faults that it has. I also see that it's very charming. I see its charm. I think I missed a bonus bear. Yeah, on my way on. I think I missed it. Yeah, on my way up. But there goes level 2. Again, another very good level. I think it sets up the like the camping aesthetic very well. Let me give me just a second because people are speaking to me. I don't know if they want to join together in another platform for another game. Yeah, look at this. I have diagonal movement, something that I didn't have before. Let's see, Barnacle Island. Oh no, I can't. I can interact with this bear up until very later in the game. Let's continue with the following level. Okay, yeah, I need Dixie here. Here we go. Although now I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get back. Yes, I was. Only everything to get that DK coin. Let's go. There we go. There we go. We're now in guard. Another bonus level. Let's go. There's a way to kill that enemy, but I don't know. I always fail on this bonus level, so now I don't even try. So, and there's not too many stars, so there's no reason to rush. And yeah, with Vanguard, that bonus is very easy. Without it, it's a little more difficult, but also not that difficult. One of the things that I like about this game that the other games don't have, the other DKC games, is that you can find like hidden goodies. Sometimes you have some invisible like bananas or extra lives. Give me a second. Oh, I made it. I never made that jump. I never make that jump. It always takes me a couple of tries. Ah, and I fell. Well, if I didn't fail, we can try it again. Oh, let's go. I wasn't sure that I could. Okay, let's focus right now, so we can do this. And the slowdown. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know why I failed the first time. Yeah, but that is also very easy. I know that it sounds weird coming from a guy who failed the first time to do it. Let's continue. Sorry for the lack of commentary. I'm concentrating on that. See, I was so concentrated that I didn't realize that I was using another Kong, the wrong Kong. Let's go. So yeah, the first world in general is very easy. We're one level away for the final boss. You can just complete this in how far are we on the stream? Like 15 minutes, 20 minutes? I think I'm going to make it all the way to the first boss, and I'm going to leave it at that. And tomorrow I hope that I can stream Godzilla Battle Line, because that was the plan for this stream. But as I said, the internet just didn't want it to work. These are kind of tricky because of the angles. Here we go. Yeah, that bonus level, I always it always takes me a couple of tries. Again, because of the angles, it's tricky to take those out. At least on the slopes. In the houses, not so much. Well, well, in the houses a bit if there are two of them. Let's see if we can continue with this bonus level. Here we go. Piece of cake. Let's continue. There we go. Another hidden life. See, that's what I mean about this game. It has so many hidden goodies and everything. I enjoy exploring this game. We're almost at the end. At the end. Was there something hidden? No. And we're one level away. Oh no, we're at the boss right now. Yes. I know, one level away. Yeah, Marky Meal. Oh yes, this is when the meal is like very dark. Yes. Here you have to use the elephant. And yeah, the elephant gets scared of mice, so you have to be careful with that. When I was a kid, I never understood the theme of the level, because I don't know, when I was a kid, we didn't really associate elephants being scared of mice. I know that was like a belief, like very early. But yeah, when I was a kid, we were like culturally, we were past that, like that belief. We were at the point where we were making fun of the belief because we knew it was just a myth. There's a famous scene on The Simpsons where I think it's in Apple's wedding, and yeah, he's entering in on top of an elephant, and a mice comes by, and the elephant just steps on the mice because people know that elephants are not scared of mice. So yeah, we were on the point of making fun of the trope when I was a kid. So when this game came out, well, when I played this game, not when it came out, because I played it way later than it came out. I was born in '97, so and this game I think it came out in '96, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think that the date on the beginning said '96, so I wasn't born um, when it came out. But ever since I played it, when I was like, I think I was 8 years old, first time I played the game. Yeah, I was sold. For me, this game was like a unicorn because I don't know if how is this going to translate to any viewer that is from the United States, which it's kind of my hopeful my target audience. That's why I make these videos on English. Um, but any like Latin American child, uh, we didn't have much money, and we usually don't have allowances because there's not that money to spare. Honestly, not because our parents don't want to give us money, but because there's not enough money. So what happened is you usually have a cousin or an uncle which he has money. He's in a position to spend the money, and he borrows you his games. So for you as a child, if your uncle or your cousin or any familiar, uh, if he doesn't have the game, that game might as well not exist because if you didn't have it, how are you gonna play it? How are you gonna know that it exists? Because you don't have any money as a kid. So for me, I always played Donkey Kong 1 and Donkey Kong 2 because those were the games that my family had. And DKC 3, I don't know if it came out on Chile. It came out in Chile because honestly, I never saw anyone own this game. Not even when I was a grown up, like in thrift stores or flea markets. I never even saw this cartridge, so I don't know if it came out. And if it came out, maybe it was in very limited quantities because honestly, I've never seen a physical cartridge of this game. So as I said, for me it was like a unicorn. Um, this game might as well not exist because my uncle, which was like the game giver when I was a kid, he didn't have it. He had the other two. How do you get that G? I don't remember. My God, you have to. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's see if I can get the G. No, I can't at this point. Okay, let's complete the level. And let's go straight up for the boss. So as I was saying, yeah, this game didn't exist, so the only way of people like me to play it was emulators. So yeah, when I found out this game exists, oh no, okay. So for this boss, you have to jump on the barrel, then jump once again, but not three times like I did on the first bug. So you can throw it so he can eat it and burp all this way to the precipice of this mill. This is a very strange boss. When I was a kid, I always found it like so weird looking, but when you see renders of it, it's kind of scary. Like I think if this boss would have been saved for like Donkey Kong 64, which is also one of my favorite games, yeah, I always like the DK games which are like the most controversial. I think I'm going to leave the game here on Cranwood first, or should we do the first level? No, I'm going to do the first level. As I said before, this day has been quite a ride, and it was kind of hard to get this stream going. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit more and with hunger for more tomorrow. And I hope I rushed. I hope I can get the battle line account ready for tomorrow because Sanda just wanted to update and my internet wasn't ready for it because I had so many updates pending that it was too much data for my very limited bandwidth. I always love the ambience of this like tree levels. Oh, I'm going to continue. I'm not stopping here. So let's give it one more try. I think if I die one more time, I have to cut it here, but let's try to make it through the entire level. As I said, look, the ambience, the graphics. It's kind of amazing that all of this ran on the same like hardware that have things like Mario World, which I like Mario World, but its graphics are seem very basic in comparison with even other Super Nintendo games, even other Super Nintendo Mario games. And yes, I think this is the game where the Rare team really like begin to nail the render graphics. I'm not even gonna try that again. Okay, let's see how we can. That was it. I'm sure there was something more here. Oh, the warp. Well, I said I was going to complete the level, so I didn't. Yeah, if you didn't know the warp was there, there it was. You can finish the level there. I don't remember how many warps are in this game. For what I remember, of course, you have this version, the Super Nintendo versions of the DKC trilogy, but also you have the Game Boy Advance versions. I think in the Game Boy Advance you have way more warps. I think they did that because in the Game Boy Advance, since it's a portable gaming console, they wanted to make it like as easy to play as possible. So yeah, I think that will be it. As I said, I'm planning to do way more streams than this. I'm going to update the title of the streams and this stream because I right now it's just a test, and also I'm going to update the thumbnail because it gives a little more context on the reason why I'm doing this, which I think is it's a great cause. As I said, I need all the help that I can get to help Toto be more healthy, and I hope we can make it. I hope that I can get to someone, or I can get to as many of you as I can. And look, if you have a spare dime and you're willing, if you're willing to help me help Toto, you can. Right now, I don't think I'm monetized, and I don't think I'm going to be for a while because I'm resuming the channel like it's new. So I'm not going to be monetized in a while. That's why I'm going to do so many streams in succession, because streaming is like the easy way to get monetized because you have the hours right away, and since now you have uh, a smaller like requisite of subscribers, because when I started this channel it was like 1,000 subscribers at least. Now it's like 500. So if I can get to 500 subscribers, then I can get, I think it's like 3,000 hours watched, and streams get you a lot. Like I don't know, this stream has gone for. Give me a second because I don't know. I need to pause the game a little bit. This stream has gone for. Well, not so much. Only 38 minutes, going on 39. Um, it's a lot of time, that don't get me wrong, but for other type of streams, like I've seen people stream for 6 hours, I'm not going to go there. Like I'm not even going to try. Just keep in mind, I'm doing this in my free time. I don't leave off of YouTube. So yeah, maybe I can do a 2 hour stream. Also, let me know what kind of content you would like to see from me. Um, I haven't put you all up to date on my intentions on Godzilla Battle Line, which was the main content, the main theme of this channel, which was theme among Godzilla Battle Line because I love that game. But uh, you get to a point in Godzilla Battle Line where you stop loving it. I'm going to there. I think we can be in a better position here. This is going to take not so much. So yeah, basically I got tired of Godzilla Battle Line when I first retired. Right now I think a year. I think going on. No, I think I'm going on almost 2 years since I retired from the game. When I first retired, I think it was almost at the end of the Kamen Rider season. Okay, let me check this quickly. Okay, and also let's check YouTube for a bit. Okay, to concurrent viewers, not so bad, not so bad. Uh, double the of what I'm used to. But yeah, also if you're an old viewer, you should be very weird to see my face. I hope I didn't disappoint any of you. Which how on how I look like? Do I look like like you expect? But yeah, I was tired of Godzilla Battle Line, honestly, and the meta was at a point where it looked very difficult for it to change. In these later seasons, I came back ever since the Shin Godzilla orthochromatic version when that unit came out and also the new Angerus 2021 came out. I've been back since then, and I've been back in my old account ever since I think mm, the season afterwards. I think it was Camera, and I think it was at the end of that season when I got my account back. So yeah, I've been playing right now since then. The game has changed a lot. it it has changed a lot, and it hasn't at the same time. It's very weird because almost none of the units that I saw being meta when I was playing. Barely any of them survived. Like Kumo Agent was unbeatable when I left. Literally, there wasn't a unit that could make it. Could make it. Um, and I was on time of making the comparison. Like I was here still. And that was my last video as well. The last video I did of Godzilla Battle Line at the time, where you can see the before and after. It had the nerf because the nerf Kumo Agent just when I left. And yeah, it was a big nerf. But I think the unit kept getting nerfed because the other day I was playing it and I wanted to try in fair battles, and the unit now it's so useless. You can't use it on anything. And for me it was unbelievable because this was the unit that some people built their entire deck around it. And also the deck as well. I don't know if it was necessary to increase the slots to that extent. I would I would have maybe added 2 slots. But you know what? You have more variety with the deck, so I think it was an alright change, more or less, like give or take. What else has the game changed? Sorry, I'm talking just as it goes because I don't have the game right now on my eyes on my site because, as he said, I wasn't able to update the ANDAP app, the ANDAP application of Godzilla Battle Line. So yeah, the game has changed a lot for the good and for the bad because yeah, there were many units that at the time seem unbeatable, and also other units that seemed that they were never going to come down from from a tier list from the S tier list like Batra. Batra fell down hard. Like I haven't seen a Batra in ages. I think not even ever since I came back. I never saw a Batra. A Batra leader here and there, but almost like a meme deck. Space Godzilla really suffered. Now people are using the other variant, which shoots the crystals from its sides homes around the entire stage. But I don't know. Bagan is way too good of a counter, and also almost every Godzilla that has a good AOE, like Godzilla GMK. Right now, the Godzilla, what is it called? The Godzilla manga that was added recently. Um, what else? What else? Godzilla Final Wars is it's a menace. I don't know what were they thinking with the unit. Is it's very hard to counter. It's possible, I think, with a swarm, with a fast swarm. My best tactic usually takes like I think 10 energy is like the best that you're going to get, because yes, the other is the obvious is just wait for your energy to get to 9 and you throw Void Ghidorah, but that is a counter to everything except for for Godzilla Tokyo version. But yeah, the game is in a weird spot. I don't know if I'm going to keep playing beyond this year. I think December will tell. Let's see what units they add in December. And let's see if the this thing with Toto gets better, because I don't know. I need all the money that I can get, and I can keep spending on a Godzilla battle on a Godzilla mobile game if I that money could be in better use in my Toros. And also in the worst case scenario, let's see if Toto even survives from here to the next year. Who knows? I'm doing what I can, but it's kind of weird to talk about this kind of stuff, but you have to put yourself in every scenario. Um, so yeah, thank you for watching, for all of those who stayed for the long run. If you're watching this on the repeat, I greatly appreciate you. And yeah, if you, as I said before, I didn't get to finish. If you want to cooperate for the cause of saving my tortoise, I shared my PayPal account on my community tab. Only if you can. Don't feel obligated to do so. Um, your viewership is more than enough. If you can share, if you can like, I greatly appreciate it, because it's going to get to a larger audience. And if I get to the point where I don't make any more Godzilla Battle Line videos and get to, I don't know, maybe play more DKC3, or maybe on other Super Nintendo games or other games. Like, if you have any that you like for me to test, let me know. Maybe we can play some Shadowverse. Who knows? So yeah, but other games, I don't know. In the meantime, I'll just stick to the games that I have easy access, and also I hope that they don't require much um like commitment from me, and also I hope it doesn't require monetary commitment. That is also my issue with Godzilla Battle Line. If you want to keep up, if you want to catch up, it's a very hard. Takes a toll on your wallet. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. For those who watch, and take care.